Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, August 12th. I'm Michael Taylor. Good to be here with you on a Wednesday. Kind of a big events going on. If you look up, there's going to be a full eclipse of the sun today. That's going to mostly be in Europe, Iceland, Spain. Parts of the East Coast are going to get that. And then tonight is kind of like the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. So if you look up at night, you'll see a little nature's fireworks show. I did that years ago. Looked at the Perseid, drove up the Ortegas, got to like the top of the hill and watched it. And it's kind of cool to see kind of the meteor showers. Like, it was kind of fun. Different colored lights, different little shooting stars on the side. But you have to go there really dark. You have to find a really nice dark spot. Can't do it really well here in the city with all the lights and everything like that. But maybe if you give it a try. But go somewhere dark if you want to see it tonight. But go to the East Coast if you want to see the eclipse. That's probably not going to happen. Today on our show, let's get to what we're doing here today. We got the Concerned Citizens, Joel Goldstein's going to be here. He has a lecture coming up that he'll be giving us. He wants to preview that for us, talk about his concerns over the state of democracy here in the United States. So we'll be talking about that with him. And then later in the program, we got Deluxe Nightclub's going to be here. We're going to talk about a funk dance show they have coming up and a great ballroom dance exhibition they're going to be doing as well. So stay tuned for that a little later in the program. Right now, though, we want to tell you about your favorite channel, this one that you're watching right now, TV6. If you want to keep watching all your favorites, including This Day, Trading Post, wellness programming, great feature films, and much more during the Ting transition by downloading the Village Television Live app. Okay, so the app is available through the App Store at Google Play, and simply search for Village Television, and you'll find the app there. Residents can watch Village Television in 3 different ways as we make their transition over. Village Television Live app, like I just told you about, on any Wi-Fi connected devices. Village website, LagunaWoodsVillage.com. Go to Services TV, our show there on the website. You can find all of our programming and some individual programs as well. And then if you go to YouTube and look up Village Television Laguna Woods, you will also find us there. So those are 3 ways you can do that. We say all this because the reality is Village Television will not be included in the DirecTV channel lineup. So you're going to get Channel 4, Eyewitness News, Channel 7, Today Show, but we are not going to be on that regular channel lineup anymore. So these are the 3 ways that you can watch us as we make the transition over to Ting. All right, let's check our weather right now, and we got some wonderful temperatures for you. We got 80 degrees today, even cooler, just a degree or so tomorrow. Cool again on Friday, and then the temperatures start to tick up, but definitely the humidity is down. It kind of went away last night. I noticed it for sure. And a little cooler overnight temperatures, nice low 80s for the foreseeable future, and then we get up to mid-80s on Sunday. Let's check our sunrise, sunset. Got a beautiful picture here, and I'm going to say this is Gdansk? I shouldn't even try to. Poland. It's Poland for sure. This is Connie Martin. She had a little trip out there, took a beautiful picture of these little row houses, row apartments in here. Sunrise this morning is 6:11. 61. All right, I'm having a meltdown. All right. Sunrise this morning was 6:11. Sunset tonight is going to be 7:40. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it. Make sure you email it to us, LagunaWoodsVillageTV@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get myself together, and when we come back, we will be talking to Concerned Citizens' very own Joel Goldstein. Stay with us.
Discover Canyon Spirit, the new rail journey from the creators of Rocky Mountaineer, built on decades of world-class hospitality. See the Southwest like never before. Travel only by day and enjoy panoramic glass dome views that showcase the region's most unforgettable vistas. Relax in premium comfort, savor regionally inspired cuisine, and let the onboard hosts bring every mile to life. Seats are limited. Book your Canyon Spirit adventure now with AAA Laguna Hills.
From Concerned Citizens, I want to welcome to the program Joel Goldstein. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here today.
Now, you have a speech coming up. You have a talk coming up on August 17th. It's Monday, August 17th. It's called Science Under Siege: What Happens When Authority Doesn't Like Science. Why this speech? Why now?
Well, I've been a longtime member of Concerned Citizens, and they approached me originally to review a book by that title called Science Under Siege. And that book was reviewed by Joseph Seary in the Concerned Citizens newsletter back in February of this year. Did a very nice job. But as a scientist and a science administrator myself, I've been interested in the broader issue of when government is hostile to science. And I said, I don't want to just review the book. I'd like to talk about the larger issue, and they said, great. So that's what I'm going to do.
So do you feel like it's when politics kind of political ideology kind of conflicts with the actual science of some subject or some topic? Is that what we're talking about here?
I think we'll get into details in a minute, but there's a long history of authoritarian regimes of various sorts being hostile to science. I want to talk about that.
Absolutely. So why are you the one most qualified to give this speech? Or whatever? You've had a background in this world.
Right. I come at it from two sides. I was a professor at Carnegie Mellon University, and I had a number of grants from private and government sources. My own training as a PhD was paid for by a government traineeship and a government fellowship. And so I have the sense of a working scientist being supported by government money. But then afterwards, I had a second career where I worked at a variety of agencies in the U.S. Public Health Service that deal with research administration and research training administration in a variety of ways, having to do with how grants applications are evaluated, and how training programs are created and evaluated. And that gives me the dual perspective from the science side and from the support side, administration.
Now, when you go into, generally when folks go into a scientific research study, there's a theory, but we don't go in there with here's the answer we're looking for, right? You go in there with, here's a theory, and we need to see if this proves out. We're going to see where the science or the research takes us.
Right. The thing I like to say is science is eventually self-correcting. If it's wrong, that will come out because people will try to replicate the result, or they'll try to apply the result or make a prediction. And when those don't work, people go back to the drawing board and try to figure out what's really going on. And ultimately, in the long run, you get the right answer.
Right, and that happens, and probably more often than people really realize. It's like some study somewhere got this result, and then it's not really confirmed, or it's not really backed up until others can, like the splitting of the atom was one of those things. Hey, we did this. Now others had to go follow those pathways and see if they could replicate it, right? And things like that. And
they try to build on what others have gone before it. Every scientist is standing on the shoulders of giants before them. And it's a cumulative, iterative process that, like I say, is eventually self-correcting.
Absolutely. So what will your talk kind of cover? Where are you going to go in this general talk?
Well, first I'd like to point out that what's happening now is not new. There's a long history. If you go back to Copernicus and Galileo, they were at odds with the powers that be at that time about whether the Earth moves around the sun or the sun moves around the Earth.
We are the center of the universe was the old theory.
That's right. And more recently, we had the tobacco industry basically lying under oath to the public in Congress that they knew that, stating that tobacco is not addictive when they knew very well that it was addictive.
With their own studies prove that out.
Right. And the same thing recently with the COVID vaccine. Some people saying it's not real, it's just the flu, it's a hoax. Well, of course it's not. So after that, I would like to talk about some of the things that are currently going on that are very injurious to scientific activity. There have been these drastic, unguided cuts to government programs across all agencies in the government, including all the agencies that conduct research. And there are many agencies that have research. People think of the National Institutes of Health and the National Science Foundation, but the space agencies, NOAA, any agency that deals with scientific data has research programs, and those programs have all been cut more or less capriciously without looking at the individual activity, just slashing budget cuts. And that has very injurious effects because people in them have projects that have been terminated right in midstream. People working on projects.
Yeah, if you're doing a 10-year study and you get cut off at year 5, well, then your whole
thing
goes in.
falls apart. And it's very harmful to prospective scientists and working scientists whether this is an atmosphere they can continue to work in. And it's so bad that some people are actually leaving the United States, and we're losing some of our best talent because they're going abroad, not only to Canada, but to Europe and even to China. And it's a brain drain from the U.S. to other countries. And it's so crude that the administration recently, this week, in hearings for the Deputy Director of the Office of Management and Budget, admitted that programs now have to pass a political test, scientific research programs, in order to be funded. That is, any grant that's made after scientific merit's been evaluated, and even the evaluators now have been changed to be people who are politically friendly to the administration, that even after the scientific evaluation, there's this political test. And they come right out and say it, that we're not going to fund anything that's not in line with what the administration believes. Well, that's the old history going back to Copernicus.
Right.
You can't have good science when you have a political test telling you what the truth is. The truth is the truth, and you've got to pursue it and see where it goes. And if you don't, then you lose the ability to find the truth. One of the things that's going on is that the government is cutting data. They are closing down data collection activity in a wide variety of agencies so that you don't even have the information to do this science. So you're not only hurting training, you're hurting ongoing projects, you're even hurting the ability to have the information needed to do the work.
Why is it important for the government to be funding research and funding these scientific endeavors? And maybe, like I think some of them say, well, if they want to pay for it, let the colleges pay for it, let the universities, let the other people pay for it.
Well, the universities don't have enough money, but there's the reason the government supports research is because science leads to the basis for making policy decisions. And everybody agrees that a policy decision is a legitimate political process, but it should be based on correct information. So to have good health, to have good policies regarding the use of energy, just to give 2 examples, you need accurate scientific information to make your policy decisions. And if you don't have it, you're making decisions based on whim, and that doesn't lead to good outcomes.
So what can be done to counter what's going on at the government's level in terms of this administration, where they have their own agenda, it seems? Well,
there's a variety of scientific organizations that are trying to fight back. The 2 of the main ones are the Union of Concerned Scientists and the American Association for the Advancement of Science, which the AAAS publishes Science Magazine, and is a long-standing, over 100-year organization. They and many other organizations, including in the individual disciplines of science, everything from astronomy to zoology, is concerned about this and urging their members to speak up and to try to explain to the public what's going on and why it's injurious to the health of the society.
What can someone just like a concerned citizen be able to do? How can they fight back at that kind of? It feels very like it's ominous. How can one person make a difference?
Well, I think people can inform themselves. There's been a lot in the press about this. They can protest. They certainly can vote. That's very important. They can donate to these organizations that are carrying on the battle and inform other people. There's a lot of people that are not aware that this is going on, and the more the word gets out about what's happening and what its effects are, better that it is.
Absolutely. So folks, if they want to get some more information, they can certainly come to your event. It's going to be Monday, August 17th at 2 p.m. over at Clubhouse 3, Dining Room 2. You're going to have a presentation, but also the opportunity for follow-up Q&A, right? So when people go there, what are they going to hear? To kind of this overview of like you say, the book under that same name and where you've taken it from here?
Right. I'll talk about the book some, but I'm mainly going to talk about the larger issue. The talk will be approximately a half hour with slides, and I will also then leave it open to Q&A and some discussion. I hope that this is going to be recorded and play on Village TV.
There we go.
And eventually on YouTube. So I hope that will be my small part to fight the battle.
There we go. All right, folks, just a reminder, it is going to be Monday, August 17th, 2 p.m., Clubhouse 3, Dining Room 2. Make sure you get out to Concerned Citizens. Joel Osteen, he's going to be talking about science under siege, what happens when authority doesn't like science. Joel, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Adapt to It, your neighborhood resource for all your home medical supplies. For over 20 years, we've helped Laguna Woods stay safe, prevent falls, and remain independent. We modify your shower or bath for safer entry and exit. Stay mobile with walkers, scooters, and wheelchairs as light as 14 pounds. Our lift chairs provide heat, massage, and a gentle lift when you're ready to stand. And at bedtime, our adjustable beds help you find the perfect position for rest. We're here for all your needs throughout the day. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
Are you guys ready to boogie? I know our next guest star from Deluxe Nightclub. I want to welcome Ray Boggio and professional ballroom dancer Melinda Peekstra. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I do kind of a chair dance once in a while, but that's about it for me. Oh, already better than me in a chair. So for folks who don't know, tell us about Deluxe Nightclub. What is it all about?
Well, Deluxe Nightclub has been in the village now for about 7 years, and we're a dance club.
Right.
There's a lot of great dance clubs in the village, and we're a little bit different in the sense that not only do we have a regular dance, but at the same time, in the middle of the evening, we have hors d'oeuvres or pizza. And at the same time with that, we also have a showcase of different dances, which basically I have to say rival Dancing with the Stars.
There you go. I like that. A little dance pizza party and and something great. And that's, Melinda, where you come in. You're going to be the showcase dancer at their next event coming up later this month. It's going to be over at Clubhouse 5. Old school funk dance. It's going to be on the 26th of August, and it's coming up. So folks, get out there and see what you're going to do. Tell us a little bit about how you got into ballroom dancing and what you're going to be dancing over at the showcase.
Yeah, so when I started dancing, I've been doing a little bit of regular independent dancing throughout my life, tap dancing and such. But ballroom I was always fascinated by. I never started until college, and I got the bug. I was kind of captured.
Okay. So when did you start, when you first started kind of getting into dancing, you say, hey, this might be something I want to do. What was it that sparked you? What was it that said, I just love doing this and I want to keep going?
Truly, it was the connection with another person. So being able to not just dance on your own, but be able to connect with another person, be able to have a conversation silently with movement was very cool, and also being able to meet that other character. So what was really nice is from there, I just wanted to learn more, and then also wanted to be able to help people do
Okay.
that as well, because
Okay.
I love the feeling myself.
Now, do you have a partner you're going to be doing? Are you going to be Ray's? Is Ray
Yeah,
going
I'm
to be
going to be Ray's partner.
Ray's,
Yeah.
Ray's going to be here? Okay, so you guys have you
I'm
guys
her
worked-
amateur partner.
Okay, so have you guys worked out like a routine, or are you going to kind of improv
No,
a
it's
little
all
bit?
improv. We're
Is
on
it-
the last
All of it.
moment, we just do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on
yeah,
now.
we just whip it out of the pockets.
Oh, I wish I could be that good. But I've seen people do that. Like you said, that connection with a person, right? And there's that improv element where sometimes when you have a brand new dancer and you kind of feel where they're going, that kind of thing. What's that like when there is that connection where you guys just kind of are at the same level?
It's really great because you have a leader who's, when he works on his frame, is able to dance with the partner. You don't even have to think as a follow. You just start to feel the movements and respond.
Okay.
So it's very much like a conversation. Ray could start a conversation, and then I can talk along with that conversation.
Right, and I'm known for awkward conversations. That's why I don't dance. So
That
Ray,
is my specialty.
I need help. I need a lot of help, Melinda. So Ray, for folks who are a little shy about the idea of coming to a ballroom dance event, and maybe they like ballroom dance, but like me, they are not ready to run out on the floor. What do you say to those folks?
Okay, so basically, it's not a ballroom dance event. It is a nightclub event.
Okay.
And so you want to dance freestyle, perfectly fine. You hear a cha-cha come on and you want to dance freestyle, fine. Or if you have a partner and you want to dance cha-cha, that's perfectly fine too. It's very free-flowing, let's put it that way. We have a lot of single people that show up, and they have a great time.
Yeah. And if you don't want to dance, you can just watch the showcase, right? Watch
You
the-
can and there's food, and the music with Funk Station is going to be great. I mean, this band is like they've had them at Woodstock several times.
Okay.
They've also played for Baby Boomers several times, and they've played for us in the past too. So they're really a good band.
So Melinda, when you're not here, are you competing? Do you teach? Do you do all of those things?
Yeah, I'm always either dancing with my students or dancing with my professional partner and doing competitions, traveling
Okay.
around. So that is the majority of my life right now.
Oh, wow.
And her professional partner and her are going to do one or two dances for us too at our
Okay.
showcase.
True.
And I mean, that's really good.
Ray has to share you. Okay.
No, it's fine. I mean, with him.
So where do you teach? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I teach independently and also at Sway Ballroom Dance, which is
Okay.
right around the corner from here, and also in San Diego.
Okay, wow. So you definitely travel on. And what is the ballroom dance circuit like? I mean, what is that experience like? It feels like it would be glamorous when you're out there, but maybe kind of a grind going from place to place and following that kind of stuff?
It does vary. So it depends. Like, of course, the competitions are very glamorous. You have all the stones and the beautiful dresses and the suits for all the gentlemen. But then when it comes to the studio, it can vary on what you're looking for. So if you're looking to have just a relaxed, no stress environment where you're just learning to social dance, we keep it very low profile so that way you can enjoy that. But then if you're wanting a little bit of that extra taste of you want the grind, you want the technique, that's when things get very serious.
They're very, very serious. Ray, what do you love about doing this? Because you've been doing this ballroom dance since I've known you. Every time you come, we're always talking about the ballroom dance, or always a showcase, and you just really love doing this.
Yeah, well, I would have to say one of my passions is to help seniors with their balance, their overall health, and at the same time socializing as an overall type of healthy type of environment through dance. And we're the only club in the village that offers over 220 free dance group lessons or dance exercise classes on a yearly basis. And we work with great organizations like RX Ballroom Dance and Dance Vision. And that's how we, that's one of the things we do. And of course, we have really fun dances. And,
There you go.
that's what I like to do. I like to make sure that we all socialize and have a great time.
Now, Melinda, when you are teaching, you get maybe an older couple or an older person coming in. It is really kind of, like Ray said, balance and aerobics, and kind of, it gets people moving, right? And using the music and the rhythm that they're not usually used to doing.
No, it's wonderful. Like, I love seeing someone take a step into the ballroom, and sometimes posture movement is a little bit more challenging. But there's ways that we've been able to, through our ex-ballroom actually, because I teach for them as well, is able to help them find their sense of balance and their sense of movement with each other, and it helps their posture and overall lifestyle. So it's really great to see that transition.
And Ray, for you, when you have folks that come in, maybe the first time or second time, or maybe come to lessons, and when you see that growth in them, we say, oh man, this is kind of exciting. What's that like for you to see someone go from the wallflower, like I would be, and to someone who really is starting to enjoy it and comes again?
Well, I mean, that's what we're all about as a club. Yeah, we just love doing that. We love to take the person that is starts off as a wallflower and just totally socializes and has a great time.
Yeah. All right. Don't do as I say, do it. Get out there, enjoy it, folks. It's Deluxe Nightclub. They are presenting on Wednesday, August 26th. Clubhouse 5, old school funk dance. It's going to be featuring Melinda Peekstra, and it's going to have Ray out there dancing, and it's going to be a great time. $10 for members, $15 for non-members. You can call Ray and contact him if you want any more information. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome band, I'm telling you.
All right.
You should come.
I should
Yes,
come.
you should.
I'll dance. Only if Melinda dances with me.
Oh, she will. She will.
Oh, I'm setting myself up for failure. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back with a weekend movie preview. Stay with us.
Not all car washes are created equal. At LW Car Wash, every vehicle receives a professional hand wash, delivering the attention to detail automated washes simply can't match. From the exterior to the interior, our inside vacuum service helps keep your vehicle looking its best. We finish every wash with a meticulous hand dry clean for a spotless, streak-free shine. Fast, professional, extremely clean. Don't forget to ask about our $4 off discount with any wash package that includes inside services.
Hi, my name is Jeff McCabe, owner of California Gun Services, and for the last 10 years we've been helping residents of Laguna Woods with any firearm-related needs. Do you have maybe some old bullets left in the garage, even an old gun in a closet? You might have a gun collection worth tens of thousands of dollars. We can help with all these matters and more. We like to say we're the gun company for non-gun people. Our goal is to keep you safe, legal, and maybe even put a couple dollars in your hands. Call California Gun Services today and you can speak directly with myself, Jeff McCabe.
Folks, our Friday movie is a good one. I saw it years ago when it came out. It's one to see. It's called The Best of Enemies. It stars Sam Rockwell, and it's brought to us by Advanced Ear Care. It's the true story of an unlikely friendship in 1971 between civil rights activist Ann Atwater and Ku Klux Klan leader C.P. Ellis that led to a groundbreaking consensus during school segregation in Durham, North Carolina. It's a great watch. It's brought to us by Advanced Ear Care. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Let's take a quick check of our weather before we head out, and we have some nice temperatures on the forecast for us. We're in the low 80s, even maybe 79 degrees tomorrow. I'll take it after all these hot temperatures we've been having. And the humidity is down a little bit too, so it's not as muggy as it's been. So really nice temperatures for the foreseeable future there. We get a little bump up on Sunday. All right, folks, tomorrow on the program, Hogue Medical Group's going to be here and the Boomers. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.